public to know that there are no divisions in Cabinet.
But there are divisions.
Well, I don't want them multiplied.
Prime Minister, if you multiply divisions, you get back to where you started. If you divide 4 by 2, you get 2. Then if you multiply it, you get back to 4 again. Unless, of course, you multiply different divisions, in which case...
4 by 2... Barry, send them in.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Humphrey, I want to keep the Employment Secretary in the Cabinet and the Defence Secretary. But I can't let this row go on any longer. And I can't allow the Employment Secretary to be seen to defeat me. I can't risk it.
Then I suggest that you ask the committee to agree to these 3 points. First, that they agree to accept Cabinet's collective decision. Secondly, that there's a cooling-off period with no further discussion. And further, that all future speeches and press statements are cleared with the Cabinet Office.
Yeah, splendid. That should do it, yes. Point 1, a cooling-off period. Point 2, no more decisions or discussions. No. What was the second one? Collective press statement. I'm sorry, I can't quite...
I'll write it down for you, Prime Minister.
Gentlemen, please be seated. Now, you've all had a copy of the agenda. Item 1, minutes of the last meeting.
Prime Minister, excuse me, a point of order. I see that my plan for defence establishment relocation is not on the agenda.
That is correct, Dudley, yes.
But why not?
Because all this leaking that's been going on is creating a very damaging row in the press. I can't allow the Cabinet to seem divided.
It is divided.
Yeah, well, that's why it mustn't look it. It's a very complex issue, and I've decided to defer all further discussion until a later date.
I can't understand it. You were in favour of it last time.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were, and so was everyone except the Secretary of State for Defence.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were, and you promised a further discussion.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think not.
What?
There was no such promise, and the Prime Minister did not support the proposal. If he had, it would appear in the minutes, and it doesn't.
Doesn't it? Prime Minister, why was my request for a further discussion and your reply not minuted?
Prime Minister. It is characteristic of all committee discussions and decisions that every member has a vivid recollection of them, and that every member's recollection of them differs violently from every other member's recollection. Consequently, we accept the convention that the official decisions are those and only those which have been officially recorded in the minutes by the officials, from which it emerges with an elegant inevitability that any decision which has been officially reached will have been officially recorded in the minutes by the officials, and any decision which is not recorded in the minutes has not been officially reached, even if one or more members believe they can recollect it. So in this particular case, if the decision had been officially reached, it would have been officially recorded in the minutes by the officials, and it isn't, so it wasn't.